It has been a long day of hopping between different bookstores on this independent bookstore day, which has been fantastic, and I highly recommend doing it again. And if you didn't do it this year, go and do it next year, or just go shop in an indie bookstore at any time because you get stuff like this. I didn't actually expect to find this many things today, but I am so freaking excited. I got like 6 books here, and one of them was this from Sulfur Books. One of these blind date with books. It's a fiction chaotic comedy. I have yet to open this. I wanted to open it with you guys, but I'm gonna open it last because it's a mystery. And I want y'all to be mystified. I got so many cool books, but also I got so many cool little things from Indie Bookstore Day. Like this little coloring book. It's so cute! Look at this thing. Adorable! Got little pictures from like different bookshops throughout the country that just were like, yeah, you can color us if you want to. That's awesome. Get little dragons like this. Oh, you get a little dad reading to his kiddo. Cute. And you just get like nice little front views of bookshops, which is cute as hell. And maybe you get inspired to go visit it one day, or it's in your hometown, you didn't know it existed, and go, oh, this was in a book that everybody else saw. What's cool here? Go check it out. Also, what I got at Sulfur Books, besides this, was this cool ass stamping poster thing. It was amazing, and you got to make this thing. That's awesome. That is so cool. I rolled this out myself. There's a picture here. Here's the picture. That me getting ready to pull the printing press across that to make this. It was so awesome, and got so many cute little bookmarks from all over. Read with Pride from Scholastic. It was one of the biggest ones I've actually ever seen, because look at it compared to everything else. This dude thick. 3 C's. Okay, that's why I really like it. My wife found these little sunset things for like the trans flag and the lesbian flag. It is so cute. I love them so much. Oh. I didn't actually really get to take a look at these earlier. They're so sweet looking. Alright, now the part that we all care about the most. What books did I get? I made like 6 stops initially were planned today. Made more, because more just kept popping up by happenstance. First book I got was Elantris, Brandon Sanderson's book. I know it's a bit of an older read. However, I haven't read it yet, and having gotten into The Way of Kings, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll start getting into a little bit more of his stuff. And this was on sale. I'm like, yeah, most definitely, you're coming home with me. Another thing I got was this, Maya, by Richard Adams. I thought that was his name. I just didn't want to goof it up. This old fantasy book that was compared to George Lucas's storytelling on screen, but in word format. And I, being the Star Wars nerd that I am, had to get it because I would just be silly to not to. Now, Inkheart. This is a book I've been looking to get my hands on for a long time. I haven't read this yet, but I've seen Inkheart the movie several times. My wife showed that movie to me and was like, it's about a book, based off of a book about this dude reading characters into real life. And I went, okay. I've been, like the book itself in the movie, it kind of got hard to find. I didn't know where to find it anywhere besides maybe eBay. It was actually really rewarding to find it in the wild like I did, because it kind of gave me Brandon Fraser vibes, and I loved it. So this is going to be my little fun reading project for the next future. So one of the books that I've been really looking forward to, Bloodmarked, the sequel to the Legend Board series, is something I've been also looking to get my hands on, because this book is one of the best that I've read, period. Tracy Deonn does a great job of taking 2 styles of magic and mixing them into one. Not even mixing them into one. Making them collide, go head to head. The magic of Merlin and the legend of King Arthur that everybody knows. Mixing it with Rootcraft that previous to Legendborn. I had no idea existed, but I love that. It's a beautiful form of magic that after I read this book, root magic came up once in a movie that I watched. I'm like, I know what that is. I blew through Legendborn in like 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna go do the same with this one. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Mystery book time. Now, I picked this out from Sulfur Books, right? Based on the fact that it's fiction, it's chaotic, and it's comedic. And I like that kind of thing, because I love the Iron Druid. So, let's see what this is. Now, this is not a book I typically would have looked at and picked out myself, for a multitude of reasons. My ADHD goes crazy for stuff when it has something like this on it. It immediately draws you in with the mystery of, ooh, somebody's looking off at a bunch of floating lights and this dude is standing creepily over her. What's going on? I want that. I'm gonna get drawn to that book 1,000 times over. It's not right, but it's just what happens. Immediately, based on like my line of thinking with that cover, this gives me like a little bit of a hazy situation, like kind of like lines are going to be blurred a little bit, and at my immediate glance, if I were to see it in store without some fancy wrapping, would be, oh, poems. I'm not a poem person. Please don't hate me. Also, it's translated from German into English. I don't know. I'm just a silly goose. I'm gonna read this for you. If you guys like the sound of it, go read it. Go grab it yourself, please. In this intricately woven, multi-layered metafiction, the narrator, a married writer with 2 sons, sets out to investigate the nature of love. After discovering through a Google search that her first love committed suicide years ago, why are you looking for your first love through a Google search? Sorry, inside thought came outside. She is deeply shaken that she wonders if she ever really stopped loving him. What exactly is love? Why does it come and go? Where does it go when it's gone? And what is happening with her current lover, husband? Perplexed, she decides to explore her personal history for clues. Each man she has loved will be the focus of a chapter in a novel, one after another with her husband last. Framed by the routines of family life, love story after love story unfolds. Then unexpectedly the narrator's orderly pursuit derails, stories collide, surrealistic scenes intrude, the chronology muddles. Her husband barges into the novel before his turn. It seems he has done something very wrong. Her novel is in crisis, and so is her marriage. As past and present entangle, she is impelled to leave home on an uncharted journey through terrain both strange and deeply familiar. Monique Schwitter creates a spellbinding, complex, and moving portrayal of love in many guises. Passionate, platonic, tragic, comedic, maturing, and carnal, at the same time exploring the inner life of a narrator not unlike herself, who pursues love wherever it goes, trying to save love, this time before it's gone. When they said fiction, chaotic, and comedic, I think they hit the nail on the head. What happened? Was it not really suicide? Did her husband go after the first love because she brought him up at a dinner one time and said, hey, I remembered I dated this dude? And he was inside, went, fuck that guy. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a shot. This is out of my wheelhouse normally. And you know what? The whole point of a blind date with a book is exactly this. Something that gets you out of your comfort zone. So I would like to thank my lovely wife for buying me this book and for going with me today in general to get all of these cool little mementos from this year's Indie Bookstore Day. And my reminder to use this. I'm gonna go read all this stuff. It's gonna be fun. But before I do, remember that bookstores are not just here once a year. These indie bookstores, they're here all the time. And it's people like you and me who go out and help support them. If you're going to one that you have locally and you don't see what you're looking for, ask them. You're like, hey, do you have this? And if they don't, they'll probably suggest something that's along the lines of, maybe I can look and try and get it here for you. They're people like you and me. I'm not saying that Barnes & Noble isn't, but these people are the backbone of all of these authors' livelihoods. It's important to support these guys because without them, writers take advantage of. Plain and simple. Also, in that same vein, go check out Libro FM if you like audiobooks. They do the same thing. They go support local business. They go support the local bookstores. So every purchase you make or subscribe every month, part of your cost goes to people like these guys, sold for books for criminy's sake. One of these 20 people in this book will get a portion if you choose to support them, and you have that choice. You control it. So please go do that and enjoy reading, and I hope you guys had a fun time with me on this Indie Bookstore day. Oh, and I also got a little pin. It's so cute. Oh, did you want to come say hi to people? I'm using you for views. She's hating this, but I'm loving this. So I'm gonna go put her down, and I'm gonna go find room for all these books. I think I goofed. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. Bye.